Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Gracia Sianipar. I'm from Master of Management Universitas Trisakti, Indonesia, and here I will present my research which is consumers green word of mouth to green cosmetic to green brand equity. And what will I cover in this presentation? The first, introduction; the second, literature review; third, research methodology; fourth, result and discussion; and the last, conclusion. So, the introduction. Nowadays, there's developing open concern approximately environmental issues such as climate change, deforestation, ozone consumption, deprivation of environments, and loss of biodiversity. In expansion, growing care for the planet, moreover, the planet has shown itself through developing buyer requests for companies to act in more eco-friendly ways. So natural issues have put into consideration of research, according to America and Ferguson 2019. And recent studies in green product recommend that client belief is an important aspect to induce customer to choose a product as well as to impact the future behavior. The subsequent studies in green product confirm the evolution between trust, product quality, zone hazard, and satisfaction. Increasingly widespread environmental issues have resulted in the green movement touching all levels of the industry. Consumer awareness of the importance of health cosmetic and the demand of a more environmentally friendly life has led to the emergence of the green cosmetic or environmentally cosmetic. So, the green cosmetic industry is growing internationally in the market, which led to the production of more organic cosmetic. According to Mantiata 2016, as buyers end up more mindful of natural issue and request environmental friendly items, companies must alter their brand value administration to require the advantage of green brand equity or GBE. In expansion, analysts have found that GBE can empathetically influence buyers in numerous other ways, such as positive word of mouth, according to Becato 2019, brand state of mind and purposeful to buy. So next, the literature review. Greenback equity defined as a asset of assets and liabilities associated with a brand name and symbol related to its commitment to care environmental that adds or subtract from the value or product or service. And the green band attachment. The degree of a person's perceptual bond with a particular object is referred to as attachment. A sustained interaction between the individual and the brand, what is leads to brand attachment. And the green brand attitude, when a consumer has a brand attitude, they are referring to their instinctive, affective response to an item, which is their personal perception of the entire brand. The green soft-brain connection. Green soft-brain connection associate examination the relationship between buyer identity and brand normal utilization and plays a crucial portion in communicating the fiber that the brand taught. Green consumer satisfaction. Satisfaction may be a person's sentiments of delight or dissatisfaction emerging from results compared to the product seen as a screen with what is expected. Satisfaction is an generally level of taste pleasure that buyers feel from a quality item or benefit in meet the desire, wants, or needs of the shoppers. Green word of mouth. Word of mouth could be a basic source of data and impacts buyer behavior, which has an effect on a customer acquiring choice. And the green cosmetic. Green cosmetic are multifaceted developments, more often that not pointed at the developing natural preservation, minimization of contaminating, depend about utilization of renewable research and conservation of fauna and species. So, and next, here we can see the conceptual model. So for the methodology, population and sampling, we use the non-probability sampling with a purposive sampling technique from 163 respondents who have bought and used green cosmetic products in the past or in the last 2022. And the data collection. The study utilized predictive scales when creating the questionnaire 22-item scale. A skill score from the 1 indicates strongly disagree until the 5 denotes strongly agree. And for the data analysis, we use a quantitative method. With this research was conducted with the PAL-SM program using a mouse discovery representing the GBE, GBA, GBAT, GSBC, GCS, and GWOM. And next for the result and discussion. And for the profile of respondent, we using this method, a total of 180 questionnaires were received, but there were 17 respondents who didn't meet the criteria, so that the questionnaires that could be used in this research were only 163 respondents, and the study demographics reported that the 66 males is about 40.5% and 97 females is about 59.5% participated in this research. And characteristic of the responder divided to the gender male and female from the age, education, and the last occupation. Next, the validity test, reliability test, and descriptive statistic. Validity test can be translated as whether the parameters that will degree a variable can degree what will be measured. And and this consider employments as many as 163 respondents. So the system of the factor loading that decides whether the test is substantial is 0.45. The marker is substantial of the off change of the that the factor loading is more than 0.45. The articulation is pronounced that invalid if is the factor loading more or less than 0.45. And for the reliability test was conducted to test the consistency of the reaction that the degree of variable, and the exploratory apparatus utilized to test unwavering quality is Cronbach alpha coefficient, where the premise for the choice that determine whether an marker is solid of one of change that Cronbach alpha figure more than 0.60. At the point this affirms that all articulation within the survey are reliable. Reliability testing for four valid indicators in GBE or green band acuity result in Cronbach alpha value of 0.810, which is mean is more than 0.60, which is means that the four indicators measuring the green band acuity variable proved to be reliable. Next, we can see for the green band attachment, reliability testing for four valid indicators result in Cronbach alpha value of 0.719, which is mean more than 0.60, which means that the four indicators measuring green band attachment variable proved to be reliable. For the green band attitude, reliability testing for three valid indicator result in a Cronbach alpha value of 0.639, which is more than 6.60, which is mean that the three indicators measuring that the green brain attitude variable proved to be reliable. And for the green satisfaction, green self-brain connection. Reliability testing for four valid indicators result in a Cronbach alpha value of 0.701 is more than 0.60, which means that the four indicators measuring the green self-brain connection variable proved to be reliable. Next, reliability testing for the Reliability testing for trivalent indicator resulted in a Chromebook alpha value of 0.739, which means more than 0.60, which means that the three indicators measuring that the green customer satisfaction variable proved to be reliable. And reliability testing for valid indicators result in a Chromebook alpha value of 0.784 in more than 0.60, which means that for indicators measuring the green word of mouth variable proof to be reliable. So all the indicators are valid and reliable. Next, result of the modified SAM model. Hypothesis testing could be a form of measurable induction that implements information from a test to draw conclusions around a populance parameter or a populance like what conventions show appear in this figure. Next, we go to the hypothesis testing result. For the hypothesis 1 aims to test the green brain equity has a positive impact on green word of mouth and the result is not support. For the hypothesis 2 aims to green brain equity has a positive impact on green brain attitude and the result is support. For the hypothesis 3, green brand attitude has a positive impact on green customer satisfaction and the result is support. And for the hypothesis 4, green brand attitude mediates the relationship between green brand equity and green consumer satisfaction and the result is support. For the hypothesis 5, green brand equity has a positive impact on green brand attachment and the result is support. For the hypothesis 6, green brain equity has a positive impact on green self-brain connection and the result is support. For the hypothesis 7, green consumer satisfaction has a positive impact on green word of mouth and the result is support. For the hypothesis 8, green brain attachment has a positive impact on green consumer satisfaction and the result is not support. For the hypothesis 9, green brain attachment mediates the relationship between green brain equity and green consumer satisfaction, and the result is not support. For the hypothesis 10, green self-brain connection has a positive impact on green consumer satisfaction, and the result is not support. And for the hypothesis 11, which is the last hypothesis, green self-brain connection mediates the relationship between green brand equity and green consumer satisfaction, and the result is not support. So we go to the conclusion of this research. Outcomes about appear that the green by equity empowers companies to enhance green word of mouth. This result express that green by equity features a positive impact on consumer behavior response and eagerly. To be particularly appear that green by equity works as a green flag to promote brand exercise. Additionally, firms should provide tool green by equity within the green product showcase since green practice can lead to dependability and satisfy consumer spread green word of mouth by prescribing green cosmetic. The results show that green brand attitude had a positive effect to mediate the relationship between green brand equity and green consumer satisfaction so that the green customer satisfaction can have a positive impact to result the green word of mouth. So the consumer perception of social duty straightforwardly influence their attitude toward the brand and influence their positive word of mouth and buying such brands. Consumers may make judgment almost the unwavering quality and significance of a suggestion based on a similar understanding of attitude and inclination and peer recommendation. So that's all for this presentation. Thank you so much.